It's a bittersweet moment for a 9-year-old boy and his family as he attended his first class for the first time today after years of struggle. Siyabonga Ziqbu's birth was not registered, which hindered the process to get him enrolled at school. Our reporter Zikhona Tshona is following that story and joins us live from outside the school. Zikhona, I may not have the greatest memory, but I know I enjoyed my first day of school. But for Siyabonga, he's had to wait a little longer than most.
Certainly, he's had to wait since 2017 when he completed grade R before he could attend grade 1. His grandmother has been desperately trying to get him a place in a school, but because his birth was not registered by his mother, schools have unfortunately been turning him away. Now, of course, it is illegal for any school in this country to turn any child away, whether they have a birth certificate or not. Schools are meant to take children that are at an age at which they're supposed to be going to school. Schools ought to accept them. It's also illegal for parents to keep children away from going to school. So fortunately today, at 9 years old, Siyabonga was finally able to go to school. We managed to go to his first class with him. He is a little bit behind in as far as the foundation learning is concerned. His aunt, as well as his other cousins who are in school, have been trying to teach him since last year basic mathematics as well as some basic spelling here at home. But of course, they're not teachers. Now, we spoke to the education department earlier. They have said that they will commit themselves to making sure that he does get the support that he needs. He may need some psychiatric evaluation, so they have to continue assessing him and see if how he is progressing and whether he can be moved to a higher grade. But here he is, man himself, back from day 1 of school. Bekunjani esikoleni?
Bekumnandi.
Ufundeni namhlanje wena?
Funilo imath ne-life schools.
Abangani wenze abangani abasha ori?
Ngiyenza abangani abasha. Mara bayi-2.
Bayi-2. Bekumnandi basesikoleni. Bekunjani basesikoleni ngohlala lapha estradini?
Bekumnandi esikoleni.
Wena ufuna uba yintoni xa mdala? Umakhulu uthe ufuna wena ube yiloya, wena ufuna uba yintoni?
Mina ngifuna ukuba yiphoyisa.
Phoyisa ne? Okanye usebenza ebhankini. Alright, Siyabonga gogo. Oza gogo, kudala sihamba nawe sikhala namhlanje. Unyana wakho usesikoleni, uzizwe njani namhlanje?
Namhlanje ngizizwa ngikhululeke kakhulu. Ayi angazi ukuthi ngingathini. Ngiyabonga ngokuzinkulungwane. Namhlanje ngizolala ubuthongo ngoba bengizibuhlungu kakhulu ma ingane iphuma zesikoleni yokho egcwele la estradini. Sengizama ngicabanga ngumtshela ukuthi ngithi ungaphumi hlala la endlini ngoba manje siyabona abantu banje ukuthi wena uye esikoleni. Namhlanje ngizizwa ngikhululeke kakhulu impela, ngiyazi ngizophupha kamnandi, ngijabule kakhulu ngokuzinkulungwane. Ngiyabonga okwenzeke namhlanje.
Asichazele ke wena kubanye abazali abakule meko, ungafuna ukuthi i-department iniphathe njani njengabazali abakhulisa abantwana abangenazo documents?
Nami ngingafuna ukuthi ma kukhona umzali onalenkinga lena yami, ngikwazi ukubalayela ukuthi mabahambe baye bahambe baye e-Department of Education bacelele izingane imfundo, ngokuthi ngiyazi ukuthi bavumelekile ukuthi abantwana abanama-documents bangene esikoleni bangahlali baze bashaye o-15 years. Nami abazali abanjalo abanaleyo nkinga leyo ngazama kakhulu ukuthi ngibakhuthaze ukuthi bahambe njengale ndlela nami ngithole ngale ngayo sengihamba ngayo.
Thank you. Ugogo there has been raising this child since he was very young. His parents left him here without any documentation. So this has been a long journey for her to try and get him into school. So today she's very excited about what happened, and them as a family have also committed themselves to making sure that they support him, because Gogo was saying last week to me that she fears, particularly now living in this pandemic, that she could have died without seeing her grandchild going to school. So this is something that has been heartbreaking for this family, and we are happy today, they are happy today to see that his life will change for the better.
In fact, somebody else that you haven't mentioned was extremely happy is little Sia himself. I mean, that smile was really, really heartwarming. Any insight into how they eventually overcame this process of failing to get him into school, Zikhona?
So what happened is we alerted the Gauteng Education Department about Siya's story last week, informing them that there's a child in Diepsloot who is 9 years old and has never attended school. After our intervention as Newzroom Afrika, the department followed up on the story, met with the family yesterday and was able to secure him a place at a nearby school. In as far as his birth certificate is concerned, that process is nowhere yet. Home Affairs says they need to do a DNA testing between Siya and his father. His father does visit him every now and then, between the parent and the child, and only thereafter will they be able to register his birth as a late registration. But for now, he's able to go to school. The school has also committed itself to making sure that teachers do help him along the way, because when we got there, they were given books and the pupils were asked to write down their names, and you could see he took way longer than the other pupils to write his name, because it's something that he is not used to. So the teacher had to sit with him and spell out his name and write out the letters for him so that he could be at the same level as the other pupils. So this is certainly something that's going to take some time for him to adapt to, as well as to some skills to learn, because he's literally missed out on 3 years of schooling. The last time he was in front of a teacher was in 2017 when he was doing grade R. And majority of grade R is just about understanding what's happening around you as a child, not so much academic. So this is the first time he's going into an academic schooling program. So he's going to certainly need a lot of support from the department just to make sure that he's able to keep up, because we'd hate to find a situation where he's not able to cope with the pressure of school and he may find himself dropping out. We certainly do not want that to happen.
Zikhona, we certainly applaud the efforts of you and the team, certainly in getting that information out there so that young Siyabonga can enjoy his first day of school. Zikhona Tshona speaking to us from Diepsloot, where that little 9-year-old boy has been able to go to school for the very first time.